Woo! It's October 1st, baby, and that means spooky morning Brick World. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to make too. And just so you guys know, I got an awesome one planned out for our Halloween episode, which is the Sunday closest to Halloween, which I'm sure is the last Sunday of the month. But good morning, Brick World. Good morning, panel. What is going on? I hope you all are doing
morning, Hive. Morning, Rich.
Good morning to you. And I noticed, like I said right before the show started, I like the hair. It's very bright. And yeah, it's like almost the exact color of the jack-o'-lanterns behind you.
Oh, yes, with the pumpkin lights.
Bearded Brix. I guess the mask was a little too hot.
I can't see anything but like.
I wasn't paying attention. Did you have it off before we started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't notice either.
So nobody knows what I'm talking about. Bearded Brix had a what's the name of that character?
Scream.
I know it's from Scream. But
Ghostface.
Ghostface, is that what it is?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was already explaining like it was a little warm. I remember one year, it was a couple years ago, on Good Morning Brick World, it's like a devil's mask. Man, I don't think I could wear it through the whole show. It was so hot and just itchy and.
This isn't hot. I just can't see anything but like this.
Right.
You can hear us. That's all right.
I mean, we need them to be able to function on the show. So I completely understand. You got to take that off.
You can function.
You too.
Hey, Hive, it's just a jump start for next week.
Behind her.
It's just a jump start for next week, Rich. So.
Well, it does look good. I will say that. I only wore my Joker Ouija board shirt today. I think not next week because we got something planned for next week, but the week after that, I think we're gonna wear my Holland and Ballin shirt because it's got a jack-o'-lantern on the end of it. So I'll probably wear that one for that week. And I think we have 5. I can't remember. I think we have 5 months or 5 Sundays in this month, but I have a costume sort of planned out for
the
Halloween episode. I don't know. I really want to do some face painting this year, but it's once it gets dry, it starts itching and everything, And I really should get a pumpkin man and do a pumpkin carving, like a 3D.
I wore a face paint one time and I hated it.
I want to do the 3D pumpkin carving. I've done 1 or 2 in the past. It's so messy, man. Because I start like shaving that. Anyways, so as Brick Babe said in an Instagram story today, I was really awesome stuff like that. But today's topic is Halloween themed Lego. Like I said, minifigs, the Build-A-Figs, or just figs that come in different sets. We've had different types of, Halloween themes in the past.
Okay.
Monster fighters, stuff like that. So we just wanted to talk about stuff like that. Maybe what we liked about it, what we wanted to come back. They still do, and I want to say they do this every year. The smaller $10, $20 set that's like like 3 figs or something. I got one a couple years ago, and they come with really awesome. Yes,
same as last year.
Well, I'm thinking more the ones that come with the minifigs, but yeah, they always at least do something, and that they have the build.
You're talking about the build a minifig?
No. I'll have to grab it later. It was in the intro. It's almost like
with the
yeah. The tractor one, yeah. I really, really enjoy those sets because they also do. I know they've done one for winter as well because that's where I first saw the husky dog. I just really enjoy those because it's really awesome to get those ones that like Brick Baby was just showing. But I need to get some sets that have that type of theme. You know what I mean? Even if it's just once a year. Because we always get like usually a Santa or something too. But
there's more Santas than they are R2D2s.
Oh my gosh, dude! There's so many Santas. It's unreal. It's crazy. So yeah, that's what our topic is for today. We just want to talk about some Halloween stuff. I know it's not Halloween, but it's the 1st of October, so that's usually when the fun begins.
Our Halloween show is the 29th, Hive.
Oh, look at that.
That's the 5th Sunday.
All right, cool. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not Halloween yet, but it's better than us talking about like pumpkin spice lattes or something. You know what I mean? I'm sure
Hey,
there
I'm just
are out there that would love to talk about some. What's
I
that?
love
pumpkin
pumpkin
spice is
spice.
pretty good. It is
Yeah,
pretty good.
Dude,
love
I
them.
love pumpkin pie. I've always loved pumpkin pie, especially if you throw a little whipped cream on
But
top.
that's nothing but
But-
sweet
but-
potatoes.
But that's about as far as I go with the pumpkin, man.
I'm sorry,
I-
Rich. How did you hear what he said? That's not.
No, he was muffled. I couldn't hear what he said.
It's pumpkin pie, Rich. So it's
What do you
guess
call it?
what? Pumpkin head. It's pumpkin. Sweet potato pie is sweet potato.
Look at this.
Now
Look.
that's good too.
I'm gonna prove you wrong real quick. All right, hold on. Keep
All right.
talking.
Ghostface, go prove you wrong.
Pumpkin pie Hive. Do you get Hive? Do you understand what I'm saying? Pumpkin pie is what, Hive? What is it?
It's pie with
It's
pumpkin filling.
He's talking about it's nothing but sweet potatoes.
No, sweet potatoes is a totally different thing, though.
Chime in. Is pumpkin pie sweet potato pie or is pumpkin pie pumpkin pie?
I mean, I didn't think that we'd have to debate on the difference between pumpkin and sweet potato pie, but
I didn't either, Rich. I mean,
in sweet potato pie, who's that singer that's got the brand of the sweet potato pies?
Patty pies.
It's Patty LaBelle, right?
Patty
Yeah,
pies.
Patty LaBelle. Man, it's sweet potato pie, man. I tell you what, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Found it yet, Rich?
You will find you want to use a combo of pumpkin puree and candied yams or sweet potatoes. Mic drop. Boom.
No,
Yes.
it doesn't count.
Yes.
HR.
Yes.
No.
We're still working on the HR department.
Mute her.
So what? All right. So you're saying that you need to mix in the sweet potato with the pumpkin? Like I thought it was just straight up pumpkin.
Well, if you buy like pumpkin puree out of a can,
Well, that's how you make pumpkin pie. How are you making pumpkin pie?
Thank you, Moto.
It's got sweet potato in it, though. It is a mixture of both. How many times have you ever seen a pumpkin? Because all it is squash.
Thank you, Moto.
Man, yes, thank you, Moto. All right, look. First of all, I want to say hi to the replay gang. And you know what? Make your own pies. Don't matter. Don't matter what kind you like.
Oh my God.
Mix it up. Make it one type, whatever you want, man. So replay gang, mwah, thank you for being here. We do appreciate you. And the chat, the lovely, beautiful chat. Oh, we love you so much. Thank you guys for being here. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started our good mornings. And I mean, we can bring up pie later. Maybe some Halloween themed pie, I guess. Poor Rich, man. I feel like he's dying under that ghost face.
No, it's really not that hot. I just like
But
I
it
have
looks
no.
cool.
Oh, it's
peripheral
the
vision.
sight. That's right.
Yeah, I have no peripheral vision. I mean, it's mesh.
You're gonna have to put some mirrors up on the side, man, so you can like, see.
But he looks cool.
Yeah, no, he does. He definitely looks. I mean, you look cool too with your orange hair. I just look stupid like I always do. So I guess that's not a change.
look good.
All right.
Look
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you. King Oldendorf. Good morning, Brick World. 198. Oh, by the way, I figured out the 173 incident. You know what I mean? That we have every that we've been having for a while now. You know, in the description where it says like Good Morning Brick World 173, and it's like part 22 now.
You just
So it was because of the podcast playlist. So I had to edit that in the podcast playlist, and now it's gone. But yeah, because like I was doing the link or the whatever thumbnail, the link or whatever, and it popped up again. I was like, I didn't write it. I was like, anyways. So
Well, you know, right now, when you go to post a video, I'm sure you know this with like your weekend reviews. They've done like some type of update where now they try to like suggest a description, suggest a title. They try to like make them or you use their words for your videos now.
I haven't noticed. The only thing I noticed that I can think of right off the top of my head was like when you do shorts now, they'll give you like all these suggested hashtags.
Yeah,
I'm just like click. I'm just like using them all. I don't even care. So, but yeah, there's been a lot of changes. I think most of them for the better. I know there's been some different monetization policies that have changed a little bit too. So, anyways, good morning to Toys on the Side. How are you doing? Also, I can't see the comment anymore, but I know Brickman USA had made a comment. So good morning to Brickman USA. Bricklock, Mr. Lincoln, good morning to you. We got Mayo Hosco out there, real whole egg. It's your boy JP. How you doing, man? Dave Brick 76 says good day, Brick World, and good morning. And good day and good morning to you, Dave. Thank you for being here. Alternate candidate, what's up? Good morning to you. Brick Hive, we're gonna scroll right past that guy. He's just always negative Nancy. Pink Wheels, good morning. How are you today? Thank you for being here. Jesse says spooky morning Brick World. That's right, spooky morning Brick World.
Morning,
I pulled the skeleton a little further. I pulled them a little further off the shelf, and I got that little ghost light. I thought that'd be a nice little decoration. You know,
looks good.
Yeah, thank you.
So you got that big skeleton in Brick World, right?
Right. Yeah, he's the one I took him off the shelf and put him on this case next to the gunship a little closer, but you can't even really see him that closer. I don't know. I've been really thinking about like moving the desk closer to the wall, but I don't know, man. As much space as I have, it's like you got to coordinate it the right way or it just looks awkward. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Mel says there's no number in the description to make fun of. Yeah, I know. I fixed that. So you guys got to make fun of something else. Let's see here. Two Humble Bricks. Good morning. Carrie, how are you doing today?
Good morning, Yvette.
Lonely Juan Kenobi. Where did I see you at? Was it A-Fall? A-Fall is After Dark. I was watching for I was kind of going in and out of different streams last night, but I remember seeing, I want to say it was that one. I saw you, Lonely.
He was in there.
Right on. What a great stream. You're so funny. Let's see. Sports season is ending. Spooky. Oh man, this thing jumped on me. Sports season is ending. Spooky season is starting. Yep. Good times. B-Boy SMS or B-Boys SMS. It's spooky month, everyone. Good morning, Brick World. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Nails, what's going on? Joseph Niles, how you doing? Good morning. Let's see here. The hair makes the look complete. I know it doesn't it? She looks so great. Even the lipstick is just nice. It's bright. You know, it looks so great. One Brick Stud. Good morning. What's it?
You too busy eating sweet potato pumpkin pie.
Well, you do have a very smooth complexion, so I mean, you must moisturize.
I do. Stay out of the sun a lot.
I know you are a little pale. One Brick Stud, thank you for being here. Good morning to you. Moto, good morning. Spooky set reviews. Yeah, I thought we'd kind of go live and go on the Lego website as well. And just, they have like a whole Halloween theme of sets.
Is the Venator still able to be purchased?
I saw it when I was on there.
I'm headed right now.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that. Well, you got a limit of 3, so I mean.
Oh, perfect. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
What was that credit card number again?
Yeah, funny.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6. YOLO, what's up? You know, that does remind me of a scary movie when the ghost face was doing that. What's up? He had like the tongue hanging out.
The Venator is still available.
There you go. If anybody wants the Venator, it's still available right now. Chef T, what's up, Chef? Good morning to you.
Oh, Chef.
Click and Cliff, yo, what's going on? How you doing? Mayo says I'm trying to build a pumpkin patch for Halloween.
Nice.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think I do have quite a few pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns actually. So that's pretty cool. No dot costumes.
Last year when they were trying to get rid of all the like Halloween stuff out of their build a minifigure section, the Lego store near me, the manager was just like, take these, and dropped an entire like thing of pumpkins in my bag.
Nice.
So YOLO, I noticed your comment, no dot costumes. Look, man, I almost don't even know what to say about that. A couple people have asked me, I will say this real quick, just kind of interject. A couple people have asked me about Doc. You know, if I've heard from him, this or that. And look, I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. It's not about airing dirty laundry or anything like that, but I just want you guys to know so that way nobody will ask me anymore. I don't know if Doc is mad at me. I don't know if he's mad at the community. I don't know anything because one thing I can't, I'm trying not to curse. One thing I can't stand is when people don't communicate stuff. Like if you have an issue with me, if you hate me or whatever the case may be, then just tell me, you know what I mean? But
hey, I hate you.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got to get it right out in the open. You got to get it clear. I mean, because how are you going to know what kind of leg to stand on, man, if you don't even know what's going on, right?
I normally stand on left.
Well, it's good to stand on too, but look at that. I held up 4 fingers. So
both
listen,
of my legs are working fine. Both of my legs are working fine.
So listen,
Maybe.
I love Doc, and I wish no ill will towards Doc. But I can tell you right now, I don't have a effing clue. He hasn't talked to me. I've even reached out to him, and he must have forgot my phone number or something because he asked who it was. I told him who I was. Silence. So if you're ever wondering what's going on with Doc, I'm not the person to ask. I have no clue. I don't know why exactly he even left. I know he got triggered by the whole Doc costume face paint thing or whatever it was. That was, I understand if it offended him, but it wasn't like they were trying to be mean about it. They were just poking fun at him, just like he pokes fun at almost every single person in this community. But I just don't know. But I'm pretty much just kind of over it now. He disappeared from the community. He doesn't want to communicate with anybody. Then that's fine. Then, I'm not going to push the subject. So I know that was a lighthearted comment, and I didn't mean to make anything serious, but I know people have asked me, multiple people have reached out to me about Doc over a period of time, and that's all I know. So, anyways, all right. Is Hive dressed up, or is he normal?
He does.
This is all normal, baby. Halloween is my anniversary. We're rock on. Happy anniversary and happy Halloween. I used to own that mask Richard is wearing. It's a cool mask. Pumpkin, if Hive, look, I'm way behind the comments. Let's see here. Walt, what's going on? How you doing? Sweet potato pie is a disappointment. Well, I mean,
no, it isn't.
Yams are also very delicious, by the way. Good Lord, man, yams are good. Let's see
Especially
here.
if they're like baked with like pecans in there and some marshmallows, some brown sugar.
Oh my gosh. Mrs. Hive makes a really good like sweet potato yam type casserole. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like marshmallows on top of it, and yeah, it's amazing. Pie is better than cake. That could be debated, but I will say this: no matter which side won, it wouldn't be by much, in my opinion. Brian, what's going on? There are sugar or pie pumpkins for pies.
All right, y'all ready for it?
Yeah, I think so. What are we waiting for? I mean, what are we ready for?
He's nuts.
Jeez.
He's nuts, Hive. I told you.
That's what are you talking
about? What are you doing?
Y'all have never heard that before?
Heard what?
Heard what? What are you talking about, dude?
Did y'all not hear what I just played?
No.
What?
Why do you think we're just sitting here like, what are you doing, dude? Like everybody, even the chat's probably like, man, what the hell is he talking about?
I think he's tricking us.
I don't know, man. Brick Hive, they make all Libby's pumpkins just down the road from here. The pumpkin festival they have is awesome. Yeah, there's a really awesome pumpkin festival not too far from here. But it's the kid's grown now, and Mrs. Hive and I, we don't. Yeah, it's not like we're like party poopers. We just don't really ever have enough energy really to just go drive far away to go to places that much. Tori Krause, I love anything pumpkin. Well, good morning, and that's awesome. Pumpkin's good, I mean, pie, that's about it. Mrs. Neverland, good morning. How are you? I miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. My left leg is shorter than the right. Richard has gone nuts. I mean,
total.
Yeah. EMS Bricks, also known as Renee. Good morning to you. I see Whiskey 488 out there. What's up, Wayne?
Hey, Renee.
Good morning from Kinder Farm Park? Or is that Kinder
Farm Park?
Oh, okay.
All
You're
right.
out for a walk. Okay, right on. King says, I don't understand what he's saying while wearing that mask. Well,
we get him.
I feel like some people don't understand what I'm saying half the time, and I'm not even wearing a mask. But
does it not come out clear?
It comes out.
I mean, somewhat, yeah.
Because it has like a huge opening thing, like right here.
Yeah, but I'm sure maybe it would. I don't know. Does it constrict your mouth at all?
Does it constrict your mouth at all?
Okay. If it did, we would get talk anymore.
Oh man. Anyways, all right. Well, that was awesome, everybody. As tradition, we like to make sure we say good morning to all of you.
Holy crap! It just got bright in here.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Morning, sunshine.
Mrs. Neverland says I just got off work. Yeah, I know you worked some crazy hours. That's for sure. Hope Ninja's also doing well. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited for this month, even though there are a couple. I have like a doctor and a dentist appointment I want to go to, but
Moto said it's hard to hear with my pie hole stuffed with sweet potatoes.
Not pumpkin.
I'll tell you right now, you do not get this big eating bad food. Remember
Right
that.
behind you, buddy.
Like some carbs, man. Some carbs. So, anyways, as per usual, I guess we can go ahead and get into some. Chat. Let me know. Should I change the news intro? I mean, I feel like that was just your standard news intro we've had forever now. But it's been on my mind maybe to kind of change it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I change it? I've been stealing. What's that?
I like it.
I do too. It seems. I mean, and the only reason I was feeling like changing because I'm just one of those kind of indecisive people where it's like growing up, like when I was a kid, like I always every so often I keep change my room around and stuff. I don't know, when things are like the same for a long time, I gotta like switch it up a little bit. I've been stealing this line from the Daily Show from decades ago when it like first came out. They always used to say when news breaks, we fix it. So that's what I've been saying for us lately.
I like that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. So before we get into like news, like Lego set news stuff, we didn't really, go over this. Well, we kind of did in the meeting, but I don't know. There was, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, probably heard this by now, but there was a van that drove into a Brix and minifig in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And, there's been like a lot of like YouTubers and links and stuff like that. If you want to like help donate and stuff, definitely, just, I would imagine go to their website. You can also, I know Brick World, I always say Brick World Chicago, but I want to say just Brick World. If you go to their website, I'm sure there's also a link or something like that. I would hope, and this is not to deter people from donating. This is just my logical, mind coming to thought is I do hope, and I'm assuming they would have insurance to cover all of this stuff and damages and all that. So
I also don't think if they caught the guy, they would come out and tell people either.
Well, I can't imagine how they wouldn't be able to. I mean, look, I'm not saying anything's possible. The guy could get away, but like, one, the guy was drunk. Two, the van's still there with the license plates. Three, they got him on video. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm sure it couldn't have been too difficult to find this guy. So I would also like to assume, like, hopefully the van had insurance or whatever. I don't know. I have no clue. But the guy ran from the scene. Yeah, he did run from the scene, which is even dumber. Like, I mean, if you're drunk, obviously
that's a felony.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're drunk, I mean, obviously your mind and decision making is clearly inhibited. But I don't know, man. Like, it's not a good idea to run from the scene of a crime.
No,
It's like what?
Especially when you commit it.
But does it say, something I was thinking about, and then we'll get on to the dark news, but regular type news. But there was something that occurred to me. What was everybody's first instinct when that happened? I mean, mine included. Was did the place get robbed?
I thought,
what is it? This is crazy. What does it tell you about Lego when like our first thought is like, oh, they were gonna rob the place? Like,
I didn't watch
Toy Store.
I didn't read the description when I watched it, and when I saw the van enter, I was like, man, they really drove a van through the front door to steal Lego.
And the reason why it didn't phase me, like, man, that's a dumb way to do it, because when I lived in Pensacola, the hospital where I worked at, these dumb criminals, man, they drove a van through the hospital and then they chained up the ATM and tried to drag it out. but something I can't remember what happened, if it was the van or the A team got stuck on something, but like they couldn't get it out and they didn't get away in time. It's just like, dude, look, I understand some people are desperate in the world, man, but like clearly there are a lot of people that should not be criminals, man. It's like, wow. What's going on there in the comment here? It's been a while. Yes, it has. It's hard to hear when it's right. The guy ran from the scene. My first thought, that's a strong beam if it stopped the car or pillar. Yeah.
That was a support beam.
Yeah, because apparently it was moving pretty quick. I don't remember what the speed was or anything like that, but the only thing, the biggest thing that I mentioned about it was I'm just glad it didn't happen during the daytime.
Yeah.
Because
somebody could have
again, every life is important, but can you imagine a bunch of kids in there, man? You know what I mean? Like, geez Louise, dude. So like I said, if you want to donate, help them out or whatever, I'm sorry. I didn't think to try and look to see where a link was. But I know Firebird Bricks promoted it, like Brick Roll. If you just go to Bricks Minifig Grand Rapids, there's just tons of places. But like I said, it's Bricks Minifig Grand Rapids. Even just looking it up on the news, you'll be able to find it. It's not every day that you see a drive through a toy store. So yeah. All right. Well, there's apparently a whole bunch of stuff leaking. Also, it is October 1st. I don't know if anybody went ham on the Lego website or the Lego store today. But there's a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. I don't know, man. I can't buy the vendor right now. I got to get the Avengers Tower. I just can't buy everything.
Well, as of you speaking of the Avengers Tower, we do know that it is given 2 of the minifigs will be a Wasp minifig and a Kevin Feige minifig, which I don't understand.
And speaking of the Kevin Feige minifig, this is something else too. Let me see something real quick. While we're trying to bring up.
Those have really been the only leaks. Like I said, we know price now, and we know how many minifigs, and we got 2 minifigs. I know there's going to be, like I said, I'm going to assume there's going to be at least 2 to 3 Iron Men.
Well, I wanted to show everybody. I don't know. First, I got to find out if we can show it. Can we show that picture of Kevin Feige minifig?
Yeah. Let me.
Well, I mean, I'm right here. I'm looking at it. I can pull it up. I just didn't know if it was, Falcon shared it, so we should be able to share it. It's not a problem. I just want to make sure we won't get in trouble for it or anything, but there's no copyright. All right, so everybody, I'm going to show, in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to show you guys this Kevin Feige minifig, and then I want to mention something about it. So here's the minifig.
He has an Avengers hat on, but other than that, I feel like it's kind of a waste of a minifig for us to get in that set.
It is, dude. I mean, is it cool? I mean, yeah.
In my opinion, what would have been cooler is if this would have been with some type of small build with a gift with purchase to go with the Avengers Tower.
That would have made more sense. I agree.
Because they're actually taking. I mean, when you tell somebody you're getting an X amount of minifigures in a set, their brain starts automatically going towards like who that could be, what they want it to be, and then when you figure out it's something like that, it just kind of, like I said, it takes away a minifig. We knew the vendor was dropping with 2 minifigs, right? All right. Well, if they, everybody was thinking Captain Rex, but what if they would have came out with somebody that's just like completely unrelated, like one of the directors?
I agree. I think it would have made way more sense to include it in some cool gift with purchase, or maybe even its own type thing. How they did like something like with Walt Disney just recently. You know what I mean? But I wanted to mention something. So Lego has made a few comments recently, whether in interviews or in statements, that have made my eye twitch hard. One of them I'm not even going to bring up right now. I'm making a video. I'm going to include it in that video. But the other one was this statement about making a Stan Lee minifig. And I can't remember who it was, but they said that it's something basically and I'm paraphrasing, basically in terms of or the lines of like it's a real person, and they can't make it for a real like they're because it's a real person or whatever. Now look, if it's because of if it's something to do with the family of Stan Lee, I can understand, even though I don't think that would be it because there's Funko Pops and everything else of Stan Lee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. What I'm tired of is Lego saying one thing and then doing a completely polarizing different thing. Because you can't say we're not going to make him because he's a real person, but then you're making Kevin Feige. You've made Walt Disney. There's other ones.
So that thing that you're talking about is what I put in the chat. It's been removed. The post has been taken down.
Hive. Here it says Stan Lee. Stan Lee
get in trouble.
Stan Lee is a registered trademark of Stan Lee Universe LLC. So yeah, you can get the rights.
So yeah. So I mean, you know, look, if you don't want, or if you can't tell us, or you don't want to tell us the real reason, then just say, you know, we can't comment on it. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, dude, stop telling us lies, man. You know what I mean? Because that clearly that's not the case. So that's you know, that's what I was, you know, referring to about that. Like I said, I didn't want to go to a big tangent about it, but I don't understand what Lego does, you know, as far as these decisions that they're making. April after dark in the house. What's going on? You guys are cracking me up last night.
The only thing that I'm really against on the whole, like, and I'll be honest with you, because I don't care if it comes with the Kevin Fig or not. But the one thing that sucks is they're coming out with the Kevin Fig like he is a character in the Marvel universe, and he's not. He's just a producer.
Yeah, I mean, look, as a collector, especially if you're a hardcore Marvel fan and stuff, especially if you're even more of a hardcore MCU fan, then I get that's a Fig you'd want, you know, just like hardcore Star Wars fans. I'm sure they would love a George. Well, they made one. It was very rare, right?
No, the only George Lucas Fig we ever got was the one in the bookshop, which everyone says is like what would be George Lucas look like.
The modular bookshop?
Yeah.
I can't even remember because I've got the bookshop. I must not even noticed or forgot or something.
He has like a red flannel shirt on and he looks just like George Lucas.
But I thought I'm not saying that's wrong, but I could have sworn, Chad, help me out. I could have sworn they did make, it's like rare. I don't remember like how rare, but I feel like they made a George Lucas minifig. Like maybe it came, maybe it was like, you know how like sometimes they'll give you like executives, like something or something like that. No, this wasn't the bookshop. This was like years ago, like probably a decade ago or something.
This is who he's talking about. This is the only guy.
No, that's definitely
that's
not.
It.
Right. No. Well, the bookshop came with several figs.
It came with 5.
Would you consider 5 several? I always debate Mrs. Hive about that because I always say a couple is 2, and she's like,
it says the George Lucas minifigure was never released to the public and is extremely rare. It says it was created, but on here it doesn't even have a picture of one.
Yeah, see, and I think it's because I saw Ryan talking about it because, because like there's some for sale for a lot of money, but he was talking about how like, you know, it's not difficult if you wanted to try and make one yourself to sell, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it doesn't come in like packaging or something like that. So, anyways, Renee says, I've been sitting in line since 7 a.m. Dang.
My store doesn't open until 11, which I'm normally there, but not today.
Walt says it isn't taking away a minifig. Just treat it like one of the random civilians that you usually get in a big superhero set. I mean, that's true, man. You could just totally use it for that. I mean, but I agree. Well, I'm 50-50 on it. I mean, I do agree it would have been much better as a gift of purchase or whatever. But if they didn't do that, I'm 50-50 on Kevin being included in the set. Because on one hand, I do agree with Rich where it's like, yeah, it does seem like it's a waste of fig in a way. Because Kevin Feige's cool, like I said, especially if you're a collector or whatever. But think about like, there's definitely some really rad minifigs we could probably get included in the tower. You know what I mean? But then on the other hand, I'm like, it's still a really cool fig. So, let's see here. I bet if they didn't include
That would
this
be
movie-
like them though, almost coming out with
Yeah.
like, what if Green Gots coming out with a J.K. Rowling fig? That's the way I see it.
Mhm. Yeah, they're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, dude. They're not making JK fig. Not with all
Well,
the
if you hold
controversy
it
on
on-
here. I'm surprised
Nah,
they still mess with or the Harry Potter franchise.
Dude, that's a huge money market for them.
I know, man, but you know, Lego. I mean, you're right. I think that's the only reason because of just how huge of a money maker it is. If it was still a big money maker, but not as big, I think they would have probably pulled it. But it's hard to say.
So much controversy.
Yeah, you know how much they hate that. It'd be cool to get a Zombie Billy minifig for the Hocus Pocus house. Dude, let me tell you how close I am right now to buying that set. I don't give a crap about the minifigs. I mean, I love the movie, the first one, and the figs are cool, but I would just sell them. But I want that house, man, that cottage. It's just beautiful looking.
How close are you?
It's in my bag. Or my
Oh, that's
cart.
close.
It's in my cart right now. But it's just because it's like $230 or something. It's just, I'm like, dude, I can't. I right now I could spend like roughly about $100. You know what I mean, and not.
But
feel
you
guilty.
want a Venator.
Yeah, I can't drop, and I even have $100 off in points.
Wow.
But I promised myself I'm using it for the tower. So, you know. Yeah, that's just how it is. Let's see here. Brent Brix in the house. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Just bought a box of boys from the Lax Lego store. Lax, I say Lax, LAX. Yeah, man. I meant to reach out to you, and I was gonna be like, what are you doing out in Cali? But I'm like, none of my business. Anyways, nah, man. I hope you're having a great time though. I've been watching your reels and pictures and stuff. One Brooke says we have a Walt Disney minifig and it isn't he a real person? Yep.
I do want to share this.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Oh, I want that.
Chat.
The wish sets we are getting.
I like this. I want to get this too. I ain't gonna lie. I'd like to get 2 of them.
Are like the normal like Disney friend sets, but that right there is our goat mold they are giving us.
Ain't that something?
That's more of a kid than a goat.
Can I just I'm not gonna go hard, man, but can I just rant just for a little light second, man, that all hold on, I'm trying to articulate myself without like going off the rails. How in the world, with all the stuff that has surrounded the goat, right? We all know anybody that's been in the Lego world longer, at least than a year or two, knows about the goat and all the controversy and how expensive that goat is, right? And instead of just making us a new one, what do they do? What do they do? What do they do? Look at what they do, man. I don't hate that little goat. I don't. Look at the cute little.
It doesn't even look like a goat, though.
I mean, personally, it almost looks like a dog instead of a goat, but
it's a kid.
A baby
that's
goat,
what a baby
right?
goat is called. A kid.
Oh.
But it's like, Lego, what are you doing? I mean, yeah, some people are probably gonna go, Hive, calm down. You know they're gonna have one in that set coming out in like whatever a year or something, and that's fine. That's fine. But you know what? They just very casually, nonchalantly make another goat mold like it's ain't no thing. But how long? I don't know, man. Lego's weird. Titanium J, what's up, man? Jesse wants a Dave Filoni minifig.
What's up?
It look. I would, dude. If they made a Dave Filoni minifig, I would just use it as a sigfig. Since everybody says I look like him.
Sigfig alert.
Yeah, Jay says the George Lucas minifig was made exclusively for the Lego design team and never released to the public. Right. So they never did make it, but they did. I wonder if Kevin gave his blessing to the designers. Probably. And yes, greetings, Jay. How are you doing today? So yeah, interesting. But yeah, we did have a lot of different new sets coming out. You know, everything from a cherry blossom, daffodils, like some new botanical stuff.
Yes.
What we got this thing called the Grogu's Escape. I mean, as a Star Wars fan, you know, I want to like it, but obviously need to see what it's going to look like first. I'm looking forward to this as far as the Star Wars stuff coming out, the Droideka.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. I really think that's gonna look good. And it could be a day one for me. It depends. Because a big purchase I need to make somewhere around Christmas birthday time is a new camera. And I mean, a nice, expensive camera. So can't buy a bunch of expensive Lego and an expensive camera at the same time.
So I was looking on like the internet just to see if somebody were to be selling a George Lucas minifig, and I do not see one anywhere. But Star Wars did drop a Black Series fig for the 6-inch. That was a stormtrooper with his helmet off, and it was George Lucas.
That's right. Well, Black Series has done a phenomenal job, man, of just putting out awesome stuff. As a matter of fact, hold on a second. I'll show you guys one. I was going to post about it. It's right here. It came out last year, but it's just a really awesome fig. But you know, it's the stormtrooper with the skeleton, and then he's got this porg that's like a zombie porg or something like that.
Yeah, I got one of those. They were like a Target exclusive or something, weren't they?
Yeah, I got 2 of them because I was gonna sell one of them eventually. Even on the box, like the case that comes with it, it's got. Where's my finger? Dude, this is like a Jabba ghost. You just can't see it clear enough, but yeah. So, dude, they kill it, man, and they do a tradition basically every year where they do like a couple different versions of, and same thing with Christmas too. They do like ones with.
Yeah, I've got the Santa Claus Mandalorian.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they do some really cool stuff like that. Funko's the same way, man. The problem with Funko is they just overproduce so many pomps, man. Like this Black Series stuff, man, they make a lot of stuff, but they still have a limit. You know what I mean? Like it's not, and they come in like smaller waves and stuff like that. But dude, Funko, dude. I remember reading about how many Funko Pops they made, and I forgot what the number was, but it was way more than I ever would have thought it was.
A lot.
Yeah.
And now they have like the different sizes, which just
I know. Now they got like little ones, and they made like big ones.
the medium,
Tiny Funko Pops. So Brett Lee, what's going on? Says I'm in the house here, sitting in line at the Lego store, number 2, baby. Man,
see, I would have been there.
Well, I got to tell you, as always, I appreciate everybody being here, but I really appreciate you being here if you're like standing in line somewhere trying to.
Well, I mean, she wasn't going to buy me a Venator, so I really don't care that she went or not.
I was going to buy you one, but by the time I get there now, they'll be sold out. So I'm sorry.
I wonder what it would take.
Sold out online. You can go online right now and get it. What are you waiting on?
I wonder what it would take for me to get someone
After
to
the
buy me a Venator. Like, I wonder what services like I could offer. You know what I mean? Like, does anybody have some appliances they need fixed or some AC they need fixed?
Yes.
And you can pay me with a Venator. Your washer and dryer? Are you gonna pay me with a Venator to fix your washer and dryer?
You could buy a new washer and dryer.
What's that warranty looking like? What's that warranty looking like?
My warranty?
Yeah, the warranty on that work.
It's a red light warranty. As soon as you see them brake lights light up, it's warranty's over.
I'm gonna need about $350. Let's see here. Moto's talking about the goat. I know. Family Bricks in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Did you see A Fall After Dark?
Me?
They said hey.
Oh yeah. I said hello to him.
Okay.
I was just every time I've seen Matt his channel on Thursday. Wait, is it Wednesday? I want to say it's Thursday afternoon, right? Anyways, but he has a stream and they've been reviewing Ahsoka, like on his stream. I try and catch it on the replay gang as much as I can because I'm at work when he streams. But it's such a nice contrast, peaceful, like a take on Ahsoka compared to my high streams. I've lost viewers because of my high streams lately, man. I'm pretty sure I have made some Star Wars fans very, very mad.
I don't see why. Ahsoka is pretty much, as of right now, like, I don't know. I don't see them doing any wrong.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
The only thing out of this whole entire season that I don't agree with is the fact that Sabine took that lightsaber so easily.
Well, I would say go back and watch my live streams to get my take on it, but I only leave them up for the public for about 24 to 48 hours, and then I put them down for members only. But yeah, I got some hot takes, but it is what it is, man. I don't freak out when other people don't like stuff I like, or have problems with it. As a Star Wars fan, I would want to like it, but need to rant about it. I mean, the thing that a lot of people don't understand, I guess some people understand, is when I do rant like that, man, it's mainly for entertainment purposes. I mean, like, I'm not losing sleep over Ahsoka or anything like that. I don't want anybody to think that. Lego just makes a Lucas fig, and I don't skimp out on those helmet holes either. Right. Brick Jedi, what's going on?
Hey.
That says I love watching your Hive streams too to get the contrast. I mean, look, I will tell you this. Yes, I'm very animated, and I unnecessarily loud and whatever. But there are nuggets of truth dropped in there. When I talk about like the writing and setup, payoff, that kind of stuff. But that's not what this stream's all about. This is Good Morning Brick World, and on here we say we love Ahsoka. It's great. So, anyways, let's see. Well, there was a couple other sets that I wanted to mention. This pod race, I guess diorama.
Yeah, they're coming out with a Tana 4, the opening scene, and the pod race diorama.
Well, the one about it, because the pod race one that I'm curious about is because, I mean, our dioramas have generally been fairly small, and the pod racers, I know that car's hot, matches your hair. The pod racers are kind of long, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I wonder how they would.
Yeah, but they done the trench run. That's technically a diorama, and it's done in like micro
Right.
scale.
I guess that would be kind of where the route they would go with it then, is more of a micro scale type build. Because I was like, I don't know how they would do that, really. You know what I mean? To make it look good.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, my guess is it's just going to be like maybe Anakin's pod racer going through like a mountain background. I don't really know.
I would love to see. I guess maybe. I mean, I know I could find them if I look, but I would love to see a good mock of the pod race, dude. Because that, out of all the stuff, with the exception of like Darth Maul, anything Darth Maul was fighting in that Phantom Menace, man, that pod racer was without a doubt my favorite scene in the Phantom Menace. I remember, man, on the big screen just watching that dude and how fast it was. And dude, even the sand people were shooting at him, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it was, everything about that was awesome. Even the little bit,
Family Bricks did say that talking about the diorama from Jurassic Park, it is a lot bigger, but I think that they're gonna stick with the same size because I'm pretty sure all the Star Wars ones so far have been the same size, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean,
I can tell you. Keep talking.
Let's see here. Prob's gonna make the stands with tiny people. Probably, yeah, I would imagine. But yeah, agreed. Jay says, yeah, it'd probably be micro scale. Mayo says, I don't think less people are watching Hive streams because of Star Wars hot takes. I think 90% of live streams in the Lego community have less viewers than they did 6 months ago. People are burned out. I mean, views, but I didn't say views had dropped. I said subscribers have like unsubscribed. I think I've just made some of them so mad, like they're just like, screw this Hive guy. I don't know. I'm correlating timing. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's not like I'm freaking out over it. I try and entertain people the best I can, and what are you gonna do, right? Indoor is small compared to with throne room. All right, so yeah, I mean, because I'm even thinking like dioramas, like the give or purchase ones that are really small. You know what I mean? Like micro scale ones. But yeah, there's definitely like the throne room, the Jurassic Park one that Matt brought up is definitely big. So I guess, yeah, they could fit a pod racer on there and make it look however, like it's going fast or something behind it, the background.
Indoor is 608 pieces. The throne room is 807. The Death
star is 665. The trash compactor. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Or sorry, the Dagobah is 1,000, and the trash compactor is 802. So as low as they've done is 600 and some change. The highest they've done is 1,000. But with Dagobah, there was a lot of those 1x1 squares in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, it could be pretty cool if they just had like a pod racer coming through the mountain with the. I don't know how they're going to do it. I think it's going to be micro scale.
Well, there's definitely, like I said, different ways they can approach it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm very curious as to what they're, because we know we'll get a pod racer, obviously. You know what I mean? But it's like, will they try and put 2 in there for like the racing aspect of it? Will they just put 1 and then like a really intricate background type thing?
I wish, and it sounds like a lot of people don't like this idea, but I wish they would do a UCS set of all 3 of the pod racers, like the main ones, like Nebula, what's his name, Anakin's, and the the green one.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I can't think of the name off the top of my head. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do that. So a couple other things real quick too, is we know what we say we're going to get like 15 new Ninjago sets coming up.
Oh yeah, there's
there's a ton of those, kind of like, or not, I don't want to say a ton, but definitely some 3-in-1.
The 3-in-1 doesn't have anything that I necessarily think is any like, well, I mean, you don't ever know what they could. I mean, like, you know, they always release like the main set you can build, but they don't ever release like the subsets you can build.
Right.
But the watering can with flowers is actually pretty cool, because I think it'd be cool to have a watering can with the botanical stuff. But that's just me. Yeah. And they're doing astronauts in space, which is kind of cool that we're getting more astronauts.
Yeah.
And the retro camera, I know that they've been joking, that's probably going to be a Polaroid camera.
Probably.
It is.
They're going to try and pull, I'm sure, at the heartstrings of all of us that use Polaroids when we were kids and stuff.
Wasn't it approved on
they're coming out with a red dragon.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But a 3-in-1 is an idea.
By the way, hello to Tech out there. What's going on? He brings up a really good point. It's the same price point as the Trench Run. It'll be the same size with a mini Anakin and some bull pod. I can never say that dang alien's name right. Sebulba.
I thought it was
yeah. So, but that's a good way to look at it.
I'm really excited that we're getting a Harry Potter sorting hat, like a build. That'll be one that I will buy like day one, whenever it drops.
Let's see here. Let me go back up a little bit. I missed some comments. The
Hogwarts Owlery is another one. That'll be one that I definitely get a hold of.
Oh yeah. That's I'm very curious to see what that's gonna look like. I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
And you haven't even mentioned the X-Men X-Jet yet.
Yeah, so we got this X-Men jet. Look, I want to say that would be an immediate day one, but I can't guarantee that because I'm gonna want this X-Mansion more than the jet. So I got to be strategic about what I'm buying. The problem's gonna hurt is what figures might come with the X-Jet. And also, I don't know if we know this or not yet either about this X-Men stuff coming out, whether it's the jet, the mansion, and all that. If it's going to be based off like, the shows or more of the comics. I'm hoping it'd be geared towards more of the comics. And something I'm very, very excited about with the X-Mansion. And Jesse, if you're out there, and I know there are other comic fans out there, but Jesse's like the first person that pops in my head is I know you're with me on this. Like, they better have a danger room, man. If they make an X-Mansion without a danger room, I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do. I'm gonna freak out.
I really, really, really need them to drop a Rogue minifig.
And there's so many different variants of Rogue. I mean, not like multiverse variants, but I'm talking about just like costume looks, hair short, hair long, green outfit. Like when she was in when she melded minds with like Carol Danvers. like that whole run, man. Yeah, dude, Rogue is a really awesome character and really underrated in a lot of people's eyes, I think.
I was just looking the difference, or I went to Bricklink to see what X-Men minifigures that they have all released. And I mean, I think with the X-Mansion, we'll definitely get a Cyclops, we'll definitely get a Magneto, and we'll definitely get another Wolverine, whether it's the blue or the brown or what. Because we've had both. We've had blue and brown. I'm almost positive we'll get a Charles Xavier. They'll have to give us that.
I'm sure, yeah.
And they'll probably give us maybe both versions, like with and without wheelchair. Like maybe have the wheelchair, or not the wheelchair, but the
hover chair.
Yeah, the hover chair. I forgot what they call it.
I'm always 50-50 about it because I like the hover chair, but I also, like the old school chair you used to wheel around in, man.
Yeah.
So
don't know that they'll give us a Deadpool.
I'm surprised we got one Deadpool already, man.
Yeah.
By the way, a little plug here. If y'all don't, I know a lot of you do, but if y'all don't know who Brick Love is, I've always, not always, but 99% of the time, his minifig is in the not sigfig, but his minifig is in the intro. It's a really awesome store. Dude, he's got like a whole color palette of Deadpools for sale. Like everything from like pink to like olive green, man. So if you're into some multicolored Deadpools, definitely go check Brick Love out. Oh, Andre, what's going on? Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
And what's Matt talking about? Hoping you gonna be like making diagonal without Gringotts. Oh wait, they did that. Rogue was awesome. Movie treatment was ordinary. Yeah, Anna Paquin didn't do a horrible job, but yeah, they're like Rogue is way more complex than that. Would we get a Deadpool? Negative. I don't think so, man. I don't think Lego would ever touch Deadpool again. Because I think when they put out that Deadpool, the movie hadn't been out yet. So, I mean, we all love Deadpool in our hearts, but clearly we know what kind of mouth it's on Deadpool.
I don't know. We might. I'm going to say right now that when they drop the Deadpool 3 movie, I believe we'll get a Deadpool set.
I'd be willing to bet you on that. You want to make a little wager?
We can.
I think you should.
No, it's cool because it's live, so everybody's watching us do it. Let's just something simple. We'll do $5.
I was just gonna say, just because of the simple fact that we already have a Deadpool, so they're already willing to make it. Now Disney has the Deadpool movies on Disney Plus.
Yeah, well, they also made Nazi minifigures a long time ago, but they don't make those anymore.
Oh,
that doesn't. I mean,
no, but I'm saying just because they made Deadpool before doesn't mean they'll remake.
Yeah,
them.
but I'm saying I bet they will. I bet there'll be a set. I'll bet there will be a set that Deadpool and Wolverine come out in. Whether it's even if it's a little mech, you got to remember if they come out with a mech, that still counts.
Okay.
No, look, I'm telling you, I don't think they're gonna touch Deadpool, so I'll make a $5 bet with you if you want to make it.
I'm down.
And, all right, cool.
I think the loser should buy me like a Brickhead set.
How are you injecting yourself into our bet?
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just playing with you.
See, I think it should be the other way. The loser gives the winner $5, and then Brick Babe buys the winner.
No, I have no. How are you injecting me?
Now, how are you interjecting her into our bet?
Yeah, it's like
because we're benefiting from it.
But no, this would be fun. Did we say a time frame? Like you're talking about, like after the movie?
Well,
we'll say within.
They've not said when the movie's dropping, are they?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just make a 5-year run, okay?
I think it'll like all right, whatever.
Because look, I can't say forever because you never know. Enough time might pass, and Deadpool could get a different perception.
The only crappy thing about saying it drops is around the movie is they never dropped around the movie. I mean,
that's why I was saying 5 years because they might put it up like a year or two later or something like that. But I'm telling you, dude, because I think they didn't really understand Deadpool when they put him out. They just probably saw him as a funny, the merc with the mouth, basically kind of like Spider-Man, how Spider-Man always runs his mouth and everything. He just got guns, and they're like, well, we just don't make them real guns. But now, yeah.
Planet Tech nailed it on the head. I agree with him. The loser should have to buy the other person the set that he's in, or
The X Mansion.
Well, no, not the X Mansion. And I would agree with that. That does sound like a good bet, but that's not a light wager. Watch it be like an $80 set or something. You know what?
So what if he drops in the X Mansion?
That's an expensive bet. No, we're gonna stick with the $5. All right. So I wanted to bring up also a family. Matt says, "What if Danger Room is a separate set a year later?" Okay. If I knew they were gonna make it, I wouldn't freak out. If I didn't know, yeah, I'm gonna freak out. I wouldn't be mad if they made the Danger Room a separate set because that means they can make it a really cool Danger Room. You know what I mean? But because I know if they put it in the X Mansion that comes out, it's clearly going to be like smaller or something like that. You know what I mean? But the Danger Room is such an essential part of the X Mansion. I cannot imagine that they wouldn't include it. So a Deadpool Brickheads would be cool. I'm telling you, man, 10-foot pole. They're not touching it.
It would be.
I agree. It would be cool.
What if they did the X Mansion like they did Hogwarts though, like the micro scale, or what is it, nano scale?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hate it, because I would.
Huge.
I know. I honestly, I feel like how much was the Home Alone house? Like $250 or something, right?
$250.
Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine just add another $200 to that, dude. Because that reminds me of the X Mansion, just not as big, you know what I mean? But the style of it does give me that X Mansion.
But I was just trying to think if they did it like the Hogwarts style, we could actually get like the whole entire grounds with like the walls all around it and everything else. Like,
we're not going to get like the basketball court opening up and the X-Wing jet coming out.
But if
that would be cool.
Hogwarts scale, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm afraid, because like I was saying, if you added like $200 to the Home Alone set, I feel like that would really be about right. Because think about it, so you'd have like that size building, and then taking $100 and $100 to add on each side. You know what I mean? To kind of extend it out a little bit, and that would make it big enough also to where I feel like you could have one whole floor almost in the middle section for like the Danger Room, but. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? Macro, what's going on? Standing in line now waiting to get my grubby hands on Viking Village. That was the other one. I know in the meeting or something we talked about, and I was like, I can't really get it, even though I like it a lot. Look, the Hocus Pocus house and that Viking Village, I was like tossing around. And the only reason the Viking Village was ahead is because it was like $100 cheaper, basically. I also have in my cart the skeleton ceramic mug. Dude,
so check this out.
Nice.
I know. It's so great. Ooh, look at that. And there's your Danger Room. I like it. Wait. How many pieces and shit?
I don't know. This is a Lego Ideas.
I know. I was just hoping they would kind of give us a piece count to that, because that would give us at least an idea of what you could do with that many pieces. Because that's gotta be a lot, dude.
It says down here it comes with the Danger Room, the observation deck, which is the Cerebro,
Right.
The computer room, the first floor staircase, main lobby, laboratory, medical bay, second story staircase, classroom, headmaster's office, top story staircase, Storm's attic garden, and the dorm room.
Dude, oh my goodness.
We know that they're not going to do all these figures, so that doesn't matter. But I do not see a piece count.
They don't always have them on Ideas.
Yeah. By the way, I saw. Wait, where did that comment go?
Beast.
Oh, look, Matt, you're so funny. You brought up the BTS thing. I don't think he ever did the singing following his BTS bet. I didn't lose that bet, man. What are you talking about?
Oh.
I don't. No, because let me explain something real quick, so we're all on the same page. When I made that bet with BFAB, I didn't bet I admitted the first wave it was going to sell out. I did not deny that. I said going past that, it's not going to stay sold out at all. I was even talking about maybe half a year or so, but I was like, it's not going to sell out after this first wave, and it didn't. It As a matter of fact, it doesn't even seem like it sold that well after the first wave. You know what I mean? And it's not a slight against the set or BTS or even, JB. You know what I mean? It's just that was the bet. Now, I had mentioned that I might still go ahead and do it just out of fun, but I'm just so busy, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just want to make sure. Like, I'm not gonna get out of a bet. If I made a bet, I'll hold up to it. So I just want to make sure, like, we're on the same page about that, man. I didn't lose. Anyways, Rula, what's going on? Good morning. I would love a Lego X Mansion with a bunch of X-Men figs, maybe some exclusives. Yeah, I mean, with the crazy thing, that's why I wanted them to gear a little more towards the comics, because again, they'd give us a lot of figs with that X Mansion, but the X family is so vast. There's so many rad X-Men, and not even just so many of them, but then different costumes, and like Storm, dude, it's had awesome costumes over the years. What's that?
I would rather, like, I don't care what minifigs they put in there. If they would just give us a Nightcrawler and Rogue, I would be happy.
I really would like a Nightcrawler, even though it'd be kind of a weird looking, I think, minifig, but it doesn't matter. Rogue is also another great one.
Well, it'd be really
I would really like to see Colossus, man. That would be a great one.
Yeah, I don't know about Colossus like that. I figured, I don't know. Would you do him like as a big fig though?
I would like to see him as a big metal big fig, because one of the cool Colossus, because in teams, the strong dudes are always like cool. You know what I mean? And one of the cool things about Colossus that I always loved was just the design of how, like, he's got the lines on him. You know what I mean? So it looks like steel. I would think he would make a really cool big fig.
I'd rather them give us a Juggernaut than a Colossus.
I would take a Juggernaut over Colossus, but I'd still want a Colossus. Let's see here. Danny Phantom's in the house. What's going on? Walt says I would almost rather get the X Mansion in a micro scale, so as long as there are a bunch of good minifigs with it. Yeah, I mean, you can give us some cool minifigs with the micro scale one, so that would definitely be awesome. Doesn't have to be below 3,000 pieces to be on ideas. Matt, you're so funny. I love people make full-on mock based around CMFs. Yeah. Just chill weekend macro. Oh, we're talking macro. Okay. Can't wait for Hive to get a Taylor Swift Lego idea set. I will say this, man. I will say this. I say you Taylor Swift fans, but I'm just speaking in general, man. You guys impress me, dude.
You know how much that she's got a concert playing in Florida? We looked up the resale value on her tickets just for the hell of it.
Yeah, they're in thousands of dollars.
Two tickets in the front, whatever, are $10,000.
Yeah, man.
That is.
I mean, even before resale, man, you're talking about between $300 to $800 easy. You know what I mean?
No. Go way up. They start at $3,000.
What? Oh, I need to start singing. What? Give me a song.
Go ahead, hit it. Whoa.
I don't know, man. Whoa. Look. Here's the thing:
that was awful scary.
Because I immediately want to have a knee-jerk reaction, be like, why on earth would you pay that kind of money, man, to watch a singer? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how good they are, because in my opinion, it's like I can still listen to them on a CD or whatever, MP3 or whatever. But then people would be like, oh, I can't believe you'd spend $1,000 on a Lego set. All right, touche. But at least my Lego set is still sitting there, and I can keep looking at it. That experience, I get it. It's a once in whatever time experience. But like, I don't know, man. But it's just my opinion. Numbers and stuff like that mean different things to different people. See, look, there's Tex says I'd pay it. Simp. I'm just I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just playing. Nah, man.
And we're out.
I'm just playing, man. He knows that. I love tech. Like I said, man, it's stuff like that's objective. You know what I mean? Look how much money some of us pay for just a minifig. I mean, even if it's not thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? So, one more thing I just wanted to bring up with the whole list of stuff that we had was there's some new mechs coming out. And the only one I wanted to touch upon was the War Machine mech. I personally think that one has potential to be really awesome, because I would imagine that the mech would have like the shoulder cannon or missile launching thingy or whatever. So good stuff. All right. See, look, Tech knows I was playing with them. All right, so let's go ahead. Also, I did want to play the Devastator membership level real quick because it didn't pop up in here, but I've had a couple people rejoin the membership, and I just really appreciate them very much. At a time when I'm losing some subscribers, it really warms my heart to see some of you guys rejoin and become members. So here's Devastator. Right. We do have some hashtags, and I got to tell you guys, you guys really inspired me with the hashtag stuff. And I say that because I'm not really one of those people that does a lot of that type of interaction stuff. Not because I hate it, just usually I'm either not thinking about it or I'm just busy or I can't think of something cool enough in enough time or something. But I've been doing it now. I've been doing it now. I've done a couple, but because I see all the stuff that you guys have been doing, and like I said, I'm so impressed with your guys's investment into it. You know, your eagerness, your creativity about it. You know, so I'm just like, wow, I want to do that now. So yeah, hashtags. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go. And by the way, everybody, this is all Brick Babe. You know, I mean, this is, like Rich like handles all the news stuff for us, you know what I mean? But Brick Babe has done all this hashtag stuff and the community stuff and the celebrations. And so, I mean, I just want everybody to make sure they, they acknowledge that, this is all her hard work. So, so we thank her. We thank her for that.
Teamwork.
All right. So
teamwork.
Right?
We have a dream.
So look, when I rendered these, I did put some music very lightly in the background so we could talk and still hear ourselves. But I didn't know if we had any gaps of not talking, what it would sound like. So, all right. So here's the minifig mug Monday.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Wow. And so
Starbucks.
I was going to say, oh, wow.
Those little Starbucks mugs. We had more than one of those. That's the DC one.
Nice.
Is it frozen? I just left it way too long, I think.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, look at this one.
I know she made it a mock, so she combined Mosaic Monday.
Yeah.
Mosaic Monday with the mug. So cute.
That's a cool one.
Normally
like
the cat bombs that's Nick's Bricks. That's so pretty.
I know that dude, these mugs are awesome, man. Wow.
They really are. There's another one from the Starbucks line. So what do we have first? Illinois, and I think
yeah.
Oh, Washington.
Oh, wow.
So cute. That's another one who kind of mocked up the mug for Mosaic.
I love the flowers. That is great.
We've seen this mug a few times. It's a crowd favorite.
Oh, there you go.
Anything Marvel.
Yeah. Dude, that's a nice one too. Oh, wow.
That's their kids' handprint. I was like, I wish I had
so great.
I was like, got it.
And thank you for making their names bigger too. So that helps. Oh my gosh, look at that mug.
That's the one you got, right?
That's the one I've got in my cart right now.
Okay.
I love that mug. It looks so great.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
who is that? Grogu? What do y'all think his name is? Grogu?
That could be Yoda, actually.
Oh, Yoda. Okay.
It could be. It's hard to tell. Nice.
People are making mocks about the mugs. This is like a space mock.
I like those clear ones. How you doing? Look, got the friends one. Ooh.
That was Eddie, Lego Master Extraordinaire.
Wow.
Oh, there's Illinois.
Yeah, that's
Starbucks
nice.
line.
Oh my gosh.
I love mugs. That was her wedding. I
love the reflection. That looks great. Ooh, that's a nice mug too. Man, see, these are great mugs. And with the minifigs, there's Wayne.
Is that a donut?
Yeah, man. I love you had a good sense of humor about that.
I love the color of this mug.
I know. So great. I love that torso print too. Nice AC/DC. That's a nice mug.
With the t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Wait, we just saw that one, right? Because you had the clear mug.
No, it's a different one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that was the one I did. Yeah. And there's Bearded Brix. I like that one, man. That's
Can we
Jon
pause
Snow,
this
ain't it?
real quick? Or you can't pause it, can you?
No.
All right, we'll go back to mine. I want to let you know how out of line Brick Babe is.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Oh, boy.
gosh.
Oh boy.
HR.
So I want you to listen to this, Hive. All right. I post that picture. She she shares it. So I reshared it as a story. And I put on there, you know nothing, and it showed a picture because that's Jon Snow. And she goes, she was like, "What are you talking about? I know nothing." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "You put you know nothing." I'm like, "That's Game of Thrones." And she's like, "What's that?"
I said I felt that was for me.
Look, Brick Babe has like a lot of stuff that she likes, and it's really nothing. It's really nothing, almost nothing of the stuff that we like.
I asked him the movies. I'm like, have you seen Brown Sugar? Have you seen Love and Basketball? Have you seen? No.
I've seen Love and Basketball.
I've seen Brown Sugar.
Oh, then I'm sorry.
I love the song though. Brown sugar, why you look so good? Anyways, sorry.
He's
sorry.
not
Sometimes I just,
$10,000.
for somebody that absolutely hates musicals, I am really weird.
That's a $10 concert. That is a $10 concert. Nobody.
And this is my white guy dance.
Cash app him. You can cash app him $10.
That's called shake and change.
I'll need to cash app him to get him some singing lessons.
I love this.
Oh my goodness. All right. So what are you guys talking about up here? They were packing Taylor Swift concert into a cinema release, talking about milking content. Look, real quick, I'll say something about that. Taylor Swift, percentage-wise, is selling more tickets than Endgame did. And like its first initial release and stuff. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Every single thing I see that Taylor Swift does and has this wave of fans, dude. You know how, and like, I don't know what's really going on because I don't follow this stuff, but apparently she may or may not be dating this baseball player or something like that, right? So I was watching something that ever since that happened, dude, this team's sales have like skyrocketed, man. Like jerseys, ticket sales. Like, I'm like, God dang, dude. Don't ever piss off Taylor Swift.
She's a boss.
Well, the sad thing is, if you know anything about Taylor Swift's music, what needs to happen is them break up so she can write a song about it to create another CD.
Dude, I don't know about her music.
He doesn't play baseball. He's a part of the NFL team that won the Super Bowl last year, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I don't know anything about her music. Anytime I hear her music, I just shake it off. Shake it.
Isn't that a song? Shake it off. Who sings that?
It is.
I need to cash app, but if they will put y'all's cash apps right there somewhere.
Shake it off.
Look, I am a cultured individual. I know a Taylor Swift song. Doesn't she have a song where she's like, something, and she has like a pin? It doesn't.
Anyway. Shake it off.
I need to shake the singing off.
Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat. Hopefully they were talking some good stuff. I paid a lot of money for concerts and a lot of money for Lego. I could say honestly, I've never regretted spending money on a concert. Lego, on the other hand, that's a bold statement, Tech.
There you got it.
That's a bold statement.
But he made it. Man. He stands by it.
Lego Longoria, what's going on? Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. And look at there. Is that Sidious? So, what's going on, Sidious? You know nothing, John. You guys killing me. Fall Equinox in the house. What's going on? Just got home from the Lego store. Everybody at the Lego store today, man.
But me.
Us.
But me.
I'm half tempted to go.
I'm normally there.
I'm like, I'm broke right now, man. I can't be going to the Lego store, dude. Come on, man.
$600, huh?
Oh, that's just the Venator. Dude, even the cheaper stuff I was looking at, I'm still like passing $150. And I'm like, Lego, you're killing me, man. I was actually just rewatching House of the Dragon. Isn't that the prequel?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that was actually really good.
The only thing I don't like about it is there's too many characters in there that have names that are all kind of alike. Because anything that has to do with like Game of Thrones, their characters' names are always like out there. Well, House of Dragon is even worse, and a lot of them are like the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're all spelled the same but pronounced different.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Walt says, I'm not a Swiftie, but I super respect her business acumen and how she treats her fans. I don't think the movie theater concert is a cash grab fan service for people who can't afford concerts. Yeah, yeah. Look, I like some of her songs, man. You know what I mean? Like you're catchy and stuff. You know what I mean? But I will say, as a businesswoman, as a performer, as a singer, as all, even on like her song, like dude, there's tons of bands and singers I don't really like, but I know they're good. You know what I mean? Like clearly they know how to play an instrument. Clearly they know how to sing well. You know what I mean? And yeah, and Taylor Swift, man. I mean, for a young lady that started off just singing like some country songs and has created this empire, you know, that rivals the biggest names in the industry. You know what I mean? Like
we were talking about this yesterday at work of who in the world would be worth, like who would cost that much money beside Taylor Swift to go see a live order. And the only name that was mentioned was Michael Jackson.
There's a few out there, man. I remember even the Rolling Stones when they were touring, you know, a few years back, man, like their tickets were insane. Like, and look, I hate it. I really do. And here's the thing, and this is a whole different discussion for another day, but I would just say, like, there are some artists that don't stand for that, man. And I can see, and that's why the thing that Taylor did with the movie thing, like, okay, you're not getting to see her live in concert, but at least you can see it and a big screen kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome. She does that for people that can't afford those tickets. But there's other artists out there, man, that I've seen that won't play at this arena, or I've even seen some of them buy the tickets for fans before, you know what I mean? Or something to make it, or take a pay cut. So they're, you know what I mean? The tickets could be cheaper.
There was a couple years ago. I don't know when exactly it was, but Garth Brooks did a concert, and Garth Brooks said that he wanted all of his fans to be able to go, so every ticket to his concert was only $20.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them, man, that have done like that, and I don't hate ones that don't, because I get it. You're in a business, you need to make money, and you're not the one charging for the tickets. You know what I mean? I get that, but I really have a lot of respect for artists, man, that either take a pay cut or play at a different venue or whatever the case may be, man. Even comedians I've seen have done stuff like that as well. So it's really awesome. And so, yeah, Taylor, big props. She's single-handedly saving the U.S. economy. That's my hero. There goes my hero.
I'm gonna go on tour.
Y'all don't
building
do
tour.
If y'all quit y'all's job to do singing, both of y'all are going to be broke by next week.
I'm going on a building tour, the Brick Bay building tour. The building
tour. All right.
That'll be if y'all charge per hour, that'll be amazing. Y'all would make a lot of money because y'all take forever to build anything.
I know.
Right? Did I not build this car and the other one that I won on this guy's channel?
I don't know.
Who's this guy? What is that? What is his channel called?
Random.
Yeah,
he's no Taylor Swift. So
all right, let's go ahead and do the community corner. Because I don't think we're gonna be talking about too many Halloween themed stuff today. But it's all good. I mean, every once in a while, that's how it goes. So let's do the community corner. Here we go. I forgot we can still talk. So that's awesome.
Yeah, we gotta talk over it. You know, I don't think there's enough for different mediums of Lego. Like, this is Thriller Bricks, and he does these he does this like Lego type art. And I think it's so cool. This Lego photography, this is Renner Bricks. I just don't think we focus enough on. That's me, my little balloon dog, my little mosaic. Look at this. Wow. Look at what somebody did to the A-frame. I can't pronounce the name, but you see it up there. ITX.
Wow, that is beautiful.
It is.
Wow.
Like,
I love that. What is that? What is it? I can't. Oh my gosh, dude! The thing that the boats connect to. I can't think.
Look at this one. Look at this.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was done by A Folly Good. Another rebrickable. Like, check this out.
Is that like a giant?
So
they made like the building next to it. Okay.
It's like it's supposed to be the arcade.
Yeah, that is great.
So wasn't Gabison did it, and then Rebrickable. You can get these on Rebrickable. This here, so Lego Discovery Center reached out. They gave a link for, so if you're in the DMV area, they want us to come out. This is their first year. They're like, hey, come out, use the link, get the tickets. So if you go to my IG page, the link is in my bio.
Sweet. And look, I know like these weren't, because sometimes we have stuff that we can pause. I don't know if it's because like maybe they're on slideshows and stuff, and then there's stuff that we render and just play and we can't pause it. So those types of things, like what we just did, if you want, just go back and pause it, and you can see anything. If you didn't get a chance to read something or you missed somebody's name or something like that, because definitely those were some awesome mocks. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna move on to celebrations. Awesome celebrations. And remember, everybody, these hashtags, if you want to do, I'm getting ready to show the last one in just a second. It's Lego Flex Friday.
It's
but
free
like
publicity.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's free publicity, which is exactly right. I mean, we don't mind that. You know what I mean? Obviously we have limits on stuff we can do, but if there's ways to promote the community, we like to do it, which is the community corner, celebrations. If you have a celebration, if you know somebody that's got something they're celebrating and you just want to highlight it, maybe it could be like a surprise, say, hey, it's my sister's birthday. Can you guys put it on your celebrations? And then when we do it on Sunday, drag your sister in here, put her face right to the screen and be like, look what we did for you.
Happy birthday.
Right, I know that was a little extreme. I'm sorry, but
no, the replay gang's gonna see it because it goes beyond. These live on. It goes beyond today.
And then it's permanent. It's on the internet. But like again, the hashtags. The minifig mug Monday. You got a minifig with a mug, or you got a minifig holding a mug. It's not this mug. It's the coffee mug.
Some people have done that. Some people have done their face.
And look, I love the sense of humor, but that's not what it is. Same thing with Lego Flex Friday. There have been a few people have asked me like, what does that mean? Dude, just whatever you want to flex, and don't be like, oh, look at not that flex. We're talking about like metaphorical flexes. You know what I mean?
If you want to flex that, but it's kind of like show off.
I mean, I guess you could flex your flex if you want. I mean, look, if you've been working out really hard, it maybe means a lot to you. So
what that is.
Or maybe do the flex and have like a minifig sitting on top of your muscle. There you go. That would work.
With the goat.
Hold on. Dude, oh my gosh. Oh my god.
You know what's coming Friday.
I was gonna say, well, dude, if I had a goat, that'd be perfect, man. I mean, like the real goat, you know what I mean? So anyways, we want you guys to be part of this stuff. Also, in the intro, if you got a sigfig, you want it to be in our intro, man. Dude, my PO box is in the description. Send your sigfig to the PO box, and I will definitely have it in the intro. If you're a member, your name gets highlighted in the outro. And like top tier members, anytime I do a video with minifigs in it, you're always going to be in it one way or another. Stuff like that. So we want you guys to be interacted with us and be part of the community as far as all this stuff goes. So if you do have this type of stuff you want to do, definitely hook us up with it and we will flex it. By the way, SD Bricks in the house. Good morning, my friend.
I have next Friday's flex. I have a whole bunch of friends dolls, so I'm just gonna.
Oh well.
Oh, you mean show me what to do with those?
I wish I was impressed with that, but I'm so sorry.
You're not impressed with all these?
I can't stand mini dolls, kind of.
Let me show you what to do with them. Take the hairs off and put them in a box, and then take the others and just throw it away.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I was gonna take off, not throw them away, but I was gonna take the hair.
Can you do me a favor and send me all those mini dolls?
Actually, I send all my mini dolls to Adore-Build. I like after I accumulate them. After I accumulate a certain amount of them, I always take the hair pieces off because, like, you can use the hair pieces on the minifigs. Yeah. So since a lot of their minifigs don't like to do anything real different, they all look yellow. But that's a whole nother subject. Next time on Celebrations, remember about my 600 subscribers. Okay, but we always want to tell you, like, we try to remember stuff in the chat, but it's like message us. That way it's permanent. It doesn't go away and we can't forget. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely try to remember, but just message us so that way we won't forget.
Sorry,
bust out the flex tape.
I forgot my own. Mom and Mo had 600 subscribers, and I think I forgot to put that in there. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, sometimes
nobody really matters about that. Just skip that.
Sometimes it's hard to remember everything. You know what I mean? But so there's the flex tape, everybody. It instantly stops leaks. Ironically, I've been thinking about getting that stuff in real life just to see how well it works.
YouTube and look at everybody who's tried to use that stuff on certain things. It does not work.
I have not seen any type of like. The only examples I've seen is the infomercial when he's like sprayed it on the bottom of a screen door on the bottom of a boat, and he's like floating on the water. I'm like, that's pretty impressive, man. That's a bold claim. I'm like, let me go get a boat and see if I can float on that. By the way, Amber Laya builds in the house. What's up, Amber Laya? Hope you are well. I saw you and Jay are doing something at like 2:00 today. On Twitch. So you guys go check that out. It was cards. It was cards. Yeah, it was like the Disney card game or something. So it looked interesting. I like the artwork on the cards. So let's see here. We still had one left, and that was I think Lego Flex Friday. So let's go ahead. Get that. Where did I stick that thing? Oh, there it is. Lego Flex Friday. Here we go. Boom. And I forgot we can talk through this one. There were some really good ones. There's a lot. This was pretty.
Oh my gosh!
Look at all these Marvel characters, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot of Spider-Man.
It is.
Go back, check it out. These are also posted, like you said, Hive. So if you miss it, that's Lego Tone. Yep,
Lego Tone. I was loving the gunship. I mean, I got my qualms about it, but. I gotta tell you, normally I don't pat myself on the back, but I absolutely love this picture I took with this Infinity Gauntlet on, man. I don't know, I just loved it. This was awesome. I love the animation of this, especially like when he gets up too. I was like, dude, this like flex, more flex. I'm like, dude, I love how like he's like, which one should I pick? And someone was like, I would just leave the shirt off. And there we go, Bearded Brix with the pirates. Good stuff.
Who is he? Is he new to the community? Oh, look at the bunny.
Look at that. I loved all the bunny army there too. It was great.
They came from Rich. I asked him to get me a poly bag and he wouldn't give me a Z-blob. So he gave me the bunny.
This is really great too. I love it. I love that floor. I think it's great.
All the wood grain.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That's it.
I must have rendered just nothing after that. Like it just keeps going. It was like 2 minutes and 39 seconds long. So yeah, Lego Flex Friday.
Have fun with it.
If I'm pretty sure we got everybody, but we're doing our best. Be patient with us. It's just there's a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff that we do is kind of new. So trying to work out a good rhythm and stuff like that on how to do things the best way. It takes a little time. So what's going on here? What are you guys saying? Disney Lorcana TCG. Those commercials are hilarious. They did the boat thing again. They made a boat out of that new super wide flex tape. So fake. I gotta see the new one, dude.
Well, remember
Remember
the first like infomercial I really remember like that, like just purely being gold, was the ShamWow. Remember the weird guy that ended up getting in trouble for like beating the crap out of his girlfriend?
Very excited. He was very excited.
He was just like, it like would wring out like an entire gallon of water.
He'd like wipe up 5 gallons of water with one ShamWow. I'm like, Where did that 5 gallons go, man? Like, so look, the flex tape, for years I've seen it, but as a plumber, you know what I mean? We're like, come on, man. Like, no, you need to fix it, not just whatever that is, you know?
Flex it.
But like, well, look, for years though, so every time I go to like Lowe's to get a part for like a work order or something like that, you know, for years now, like I pass it and I'm like, dude, it's at Lowe's, man. Like, it's been here for years. I was like, if nobody's buying this stuff, if it doesn't work, I was like, I would imagine by now it would just be called out for what it is and they'd stop selling it. Dude, I'm so tempted to get just to spray one just to see. Next time there's a little tiny leak, I just want to spray it on there and just see if it holds. You know what I mean? But I would probably be fired if I did that, man. Instead of actually like taking it apart and fixing it or something.
Somebody's going through your work.
Nobody's gonna know.
Like they're just like Flex Hill.
Nobody's gonna know.
No, they would know because I actually got in trouble one time already because so when we do stuff, we have to take before and after pictures of everything. And I put this one fitting on a pipe, not to get too much into it, but it wasn't pressurized on a constant basis. It was for a shower neck. So the fitting they put on there wasn't technically the correct fitting, but it worked fine. But my bosses saw it, and I might as well have used flex tape, dude, because they're like, "Oh, we need to have a talk," and I was like, "Oh, come on." It's like I was in a hurry, man. Like, anyways, thank you, Everlast. Don't forget to like stream, everyone. Thank you. Sorry, I was just kind of going down the comments. The ShamWow spokesperson was so excited he got high on Clorox. The flex tapes commercials are fantastic. There was one where they shot a boat with a cannon and repaired it with. I'm telling you, man. Look, and a commercial could always tug at my heartstrings if it's funny, huh?
So if you wrap your mock with flex tape, it won't fall apart.
I mean, you know, it could be.
Oh no.
So also, in the community corner, I remember you wanted to mention Emmett's toy chest.
I did, but I didn't finish that video, so I said I'd do it next week. But
okay,
yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
we'll shout them out next week then. That's something I know we've mentioned before, chat. We're kind of working on something to recognize like a business in the community or something like that. I know it's something I talked about doing, and then Brick Babe's kind of wanting to infuse it sort of in the community corner thing. So occasionally you're going to see us shout out a business just because we love what they're doing. They might have a great deal. They might just be good with customer service, whatever the case may be. So yeah, definitely.
And suggest businesses that you use, please.
Let us know. Reach out to us, message us if you guys know a business that really deserves some praise. It could be like something like Eclipse Graphics. Clearly, I'm sure a lot of people will mention them because they're pretty popular. But also, if you know a Bricklink store that has good stuff. Because look, between the three of us, we obviously know a lot of people that own Bricklink stores too, but we don't want to come off as biased a lot of times. You know what I mean? So if you guys know anybody that you really want to represent, definitely shout them out to us and we'll shout them out. Also, like I said, I don't really think we're going to get to too much Halloween stuff today, but real quick, and then we're going to get into, did you want to go over the contest also before we get out of here today, Rich? Or you want to
I was going to make a video about this and I didn't really know how, and it kept sounding really weird. And I knew that there was going to be parts that I would have to explain. So we want to do a contest using one of these.
Can we give him a soul and then we'll just make this the video? Get one take.
Is a 16 by 16 plate. We want to start something to where each month there's a different theme, and it won't always be the same thing. We'll change it pretty often. But this month is going to be Halloween. So the last, what did we say it was? The 28th or the 29th?
29th is Sunday. Is
that
everybody build a mock this month. Build it on a 16 by 16 plate and just make it to where it is not over 16 bricks high. It must consist of something Halloween or horror movie related, and that is it.
It doesn't matter how you build it, what you build. The only kind of, I guess, guidelines or rules are 16 by 16 by 16, and it has to be a horror movie or kind of Halloween related.
And it has that one fig.
Yeah, we want it to have at least one minifig, whether that's your sigfig or your favorite person sigfig, whoever. And then we need you to send it in to either me, Hive, or Brick Babe on Instagram, email, whatever you can get in touch with us of. And at the end of the month, we're going to pretty much have a kind of where we sit down that meeting Thursday and go over who we think the winner is and why we think the winner is, who they are, and then give them a prize. Then to, I guess, a side contest on this is us three are going to build the exact same mocks with the same rules that everybody else is every month. And we are going to have y'all judge them to see who wins. And we're not going to really win nothing other than bragging rights, because we like to rub in Babe's face a lot that she's going to lose a lot. And that was supposed to be the poll, is who do you think is going to win?
I won his giveaway. Vroom, vroom.
Yeah, but that was just by luck. It wasn't by meaning of you actually having to do something.
I did. I had to become a member.
Yeah, you did that. But
so that's definitely an awesome thing, and it's a way, you can win a prize, and like Rich said, the theme, like obviously it's October, so we're gonna do like a Halloween scary type theme, like you said, with monster or something like that. But each month the theme could be randomly anything,
and I've even gave Brick Babe kind of a little head jump on this, that this right here is the back of what I've created. Like, you could do like that. Mine's already done. I created mine while she was watching, so she cannot say anything about, oh, well, I didn't know you were going to do that, or I didn't know we were going to do this.
He needs to spend more time on it. Like, I'm a returning champ. I've
about what I need to do.
I've already won Good Morning Brick World mock contest. Have you? So I'm undefeated.
Oh, snap.
I'm returning.
Moto says, so it's like a buffed habitat.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to have 3 walls. It doesn't have to have any of that. I just don't want it to be where, like, we say, build a mock, and then somebody's like, well, here's my castle. It's, 100,000 pieces.
So look, I wrote down, there's only 4 criteria to this contest. Okay. And look, and we'll post something too. So, and I'm assuming just every month it'll just become more and more familiar, but there's only 4 things. It's got to be on a 16 by 16 base plate, or not base plate, plate. It's for this month. It's a Halloween scary or monster type thing. You guys know that, just that general vibe. It's got to have a minifig. Doesn't matter what minifig. Could be a monster. It could be a sigfig, whatever you want. And then this is kind of a little bit random, but it's still a good thing to have, because you don't want to go ham on it, but it can't be more than 16 bricks tall, right?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would even make it bigger than that, but those are the only 4 criteria. It's got to be on 16 by 16. Can't be more than 16 bricks tall. It's got to have a minifig in it. And then this month the theme is Halloween scary type theme. So,
and it can be a vignette, a diorama. It can be a modular. It just can't be wider than 16 by 16 or higher than 16. But yeah,
and I think that's a good criteria, because that gives you a lot of variations. You know what I mean? But still confines you to a certain set of rules, so to speak. Because you could have no walls and just have like a fig on there with whatever type of mock you got going on, or you could build like a little cot. Like, I don't know what Rich had going on there. I just saw a door in some windows. So I don't know if it's like a little cottage, a cabin.
It's
like, oh my gosh, like a cabin in the woods type thing would be awesome. But anyways, the point is this is a really cool thing. And again, Bearded Brix, he came up with this. I know Brick Babe has also been helping him out with it and stuff, but like, this is something that they're doing, you know what I mean? And because I can't keep up with everything. I'm spread so thin, even just on the show, just doing different stuff. So I really appreciate them doing that. And I don't know, we'll announce a prize, you know what I mean? But
I do have one question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe it's poor timing. So can it be a mod? Can you so this is the base to like the little cat and mouse. Are they allowed to mod something, or does it have to be a mock?
Well, I mean, the only thing is I mean, if it's this is just me, but if it's up to me judging, I'm going to pick someone's mock over something that somebody else just added pieces to.
Yeah,
so it has to be a mock.
And look,
it's just probably not going to win.
And I want to add to that if you do mod something, it doesn't mean you can't be creative or it's not cool or anything like that. But to be fair, and it doesn't mean 100%. You might mod something that looks way rad than something that was. But to be fair, generally, you know, when you create something completely from scratch, you know what I mean? That takes a lot more ingenuity and creativity and stuff like that. So that's definitely going to factor in on points, you know, as far as like the judging goes. It doesn't mean it's 100%, but it definitely is a huge, huge factor. You're definitely going to have a lot better chance of winning, you know. So I just did a Freddy Krueger boiler room on I-16, but I had to extend it to 18. I'll have to cut it back. Look at the cities is already on that, man. The Citizen Brick Freddy fig is so cool. Yeah, see? And look, for a lot of you out there that collect some really random, like crazy figs like the Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers or Ghostface or whatever, man, like you could probably make some really rad mocks or whatever for this contest, you know, because you've already got that figure. I mean, so good stuff. Alternate Candidate says, really like this monthly mock challenge is awesome idea and should help with engagement. Yeah, and it's also because, look, every month we do a membership giveaway. And look, because I appreciate the members, obviously. I appreciate all of you, but the members, you know, they give extra money. So we try to do something a little special for them. But this is something that all of you guys can enter. You know I do some random subscriber giveaways as well, but this is something every month, you guys, you're a subscriber, you don't have to be a member, you could still win. And even if the prize isn't something you generally want, man, just to get, again, bragging rights or your mock is on our show being highlighted as #1, you know? So,
I know that me and Brick Babe talked. I'm also going to be doing the same exact thing on my channel.
Yes.
And the only difference is we're going to have different like themes. I still want the theme for this month to be Halloween just because that's my favorite time of the year anyway. Plus I have like hundreds of minifigs that are horror figs. Now, I personally won't be doing anything with my I won't be entering in any part of my mock challenge. It'll just be me showing you what I've created. And a lot of the people kind of, when you do this, it really opens up a lot of creativity. It lets you see what you're able to do. Even people that think that they can't build it, once you sit down and start building it, it'll click. I promise. It'll come together, and you'll really show your creative side will pop out, and you'll understand kind of the more things you can do with Lego. And when you see other people's creations, I mean, just it really gives you a lot of ideas that you might not think about before.
Yeah. And the reason, again, I really want to emphasize why this contest is so cool is because you could do a variety of different things. You're not stuck with just like a habitat or something. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different things you can do on a 16x16 plate. You know what I mean? Even keeping it under 16 bricks, you know, it's like, so definitely awesome. So yeah, definitely on Bearded Brix channel, you know, make sure he streams every Wednesday night. Definitely get on there, become a member, and get in on his activities as well. It's definitely worth it. Brick Babe also does all kinds of random
everything
stuff on Instagram. I know you tinkered a little on YouTube. Tiny,
I do
bit.
Wednesdays, just a tiny bit.
But I enjoyed the funny story that
whenever she finds out that she's actually live.
Yeah, okay. So that was for members only. It was an exclusive.
It was an exclusive stream.
So yeah, right? I was streaming and I had Rich in there, and I was like, Rich was like, do you have any friends? Nobody's here. I'm like,
she kept telling me that people were there. She was like, yeah, I got all these people coming from Instagram, and I'm
rude behind Rich says, look, it's been an hour. You ain't got no friends. Nobody's in here. So he was like, read me what you see. I was like, it says I'm recording live. He was like, you're doing a recording. You're not live. I was like, oh.
So everybody, I'm going to take about 5 minutes and just skim through some Halloween sets since we didn't really get the chance to talk about Halloween stuff, which is okay. I don't want anybody to think it's like a bad thing. Like
I think we did.
Well, I'm not in the way that we intended to, but it's not. It's okay because we had some great conversations about a lot of different stuff. I mean, Only on Good Morning Brick World were we intentionally going to talk about Halloween themed stuff and ended up talking about pumpkin pie and Taylor Swift. So look, that's just
we can have a part 2 next Sunday. Is that okay?
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
Can we eat pumpkin pie while listening to Taylor Swift watching Good Morning Brick World?
There is that possibility as well.
Your taste buds are broken.
I'm trying to think of some more Taylor Swift songs, but I'm just not that big of a fan. I can't. All right, so let's go to Lego first, because I do appreciate they've got this little Halloween section down here. So if you want to buy some Halloween themed Lego, clearly the Haunted Mansion is a big one. Gringotts Bank. This is
I don't understand the point of Gringotts being in there. I've seen that whenever I looked at the Halloween stuff. That I don't know.
I mean, I kind of get it, but I understand what you're saying too, because it's Harry Potter. It's not necessarily Halloween themed. It's just Harry Potter. It's magic. I mean, this makes sense because this came out for Halloween. You know, this makes sense because it's Haunted Mansion, Haunted House.
Those heads right there are really cool.
They are, man. They are.
Yeah, I love them.
Why don't they call this one a zombie?
I don't like it.
I like it, but it's not. It doesn't seem like a skeleton. That's skeleton.
Where's
pumpkin?
I have the little ones back there. I got them from what's that store? Like Ross or something?
Yeah, Ross has them. I have the really big one, but he's over there.
Yeah, I didn't like the big ones. Too much space.
Yeah, it makes sense. The Ghost Ecto one, definitely. All right, this is, I guess, because it's a costume.
Hot.
All the Harry Potter stuff's in there.
Yeah,
because it deals with wizardry and all that type of stuff. That's around Halloween.
I know. That's why I said I get it. It's not like it's a only Halloween themed kind of it. But again, they've got like Venomized Groot and
You are a purist, Hive. Kind of like the post you made. Hive is a purist. He is electronically pimp slapping us.
I'm just saying. All right, so that's what's going on right now. But I also brought up this Lego Monster Fighters just so we can kind of get an idea of like what these used to be, like some of the stuff they came up with, because they had a lot of great minifigs, like the. Call this guy the swamp. Dang it! There we go. Yeah.
Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Black Lagoon creature. Yes, thank you. This was a good one. I think I have this minifig. I do. I have this minifig.
Oh, the werewolf.
No, I don't have the werewolf. Even though I do have a different wolf, but I do have this guy. He was in a big bin of Lego that I bought. Whoops. I got this set.
I'll say the vampire host is really cool.
Yeah, and the top of that glows in the dark. It's really great. I would like to get this one just because of the crypt. I'd like to add that to my graveyard. There's the train. Did that train actually fit on it? It does fit on the tracks. No.
It does.
That'd be a great one to motorize.
Oh, look at the ghost.
I know.
I have those little ghost dogs that glow in the dark. I absolutely love them.
I just love this print, dude.
If y'all have any of those ghosts y'all want to get rid of, y'all can always send them to me. I'll be glad to take them.
I don't think I have any, to be honest with you. I'd have to check. I might have one, but I don't think I have any. But this Nightmare Thomas the Train looking thing, man, is just absolutely wonderful. Oh, look, there's a little ghost on this thing. The green flames are awesome. Love this.
Love it.
I don't know what you call it. Jail, something. I don't know. But good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see here.
Yeah. I got those glow in the dark ghost.
Oh, there's the haunted house.
Hey, let me have that.
I got a couple of them.
Let me get them all.
Wow, this thing is like $25 right now at about value.
Give you a couple.
So they've done some good stuff in the past. Gosh, I'd like to have that haunted house too. How much is that valued at right now? $474. God dang! Oh my god! All right, we're out of here. Doesn't matter. The show's getting ready to end anyways. Well, everybody. Oh, what's up, Cy? How you doing? That train. I know, right? I miss these comments. That green skeleton is actually a fantasy era castle orc head. Really? Interesting. Hope you're doing well, Cy. Before we end the stream, I just want to remind everybody, not the next Good Morning Brook World, but the one after that, it will be on the 15th, is going to be episode 200. So it's going to be a celebration birthday kind of stream. I don't want anybody out there to be offended. There's only so many seats, you know what I mean? So I can't invite everybody to come and sit down. I thought about trying to rotate some seats, but that's just one more thing I got to try and remember.
You got 5 minutes to talk. Go.
But it's definitely going to be a different type of stream because, one, it's going to be a full panel of people, not just us three or like one or two guests. Two, I'm probably going to bring the guests on as soon as the show starts almost, and they'll just be with us when we talk about news and stuff like that. The only reason I say that is because, this is only a 2-hour show. So to have that many people on to hear everybody talk about something, you know what I mean? Probably just have to bring them on at the beginning of the show. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Gonna have a lot to say. We'll reminisce about some past Good Morning Brook Worlds, or whatever. It's just gonna be kind of a random thing. So, but yeah, 200. God, man, it's a long time. Been doing this show a long time. So that being said, let's go ahead and go around the panel, see what we got going on. Bearded Brix, what you got coming for us?
Yeah,
it's another castle video. I'm continuing to knock it out. I'm the first level is completely done. I have to go back and add details, but other than that, I've started working on the second. I'm just trying to focus on making it look not so blocky. Other than that, my stream Wednesdays, the contests that are coming up, the hashtags we got.
Awesome. Excellent. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, don't forget, everybody, every Wednesday at 9, right?
8.
8?
Yeah.
9. Maybe I saw some central time zone or something. But yeah, so every Wednesday at 8, Bearded Brix does his live stream. Usually got Chef on there and Wayne and
yeah, it's me, Chef Wayne, and Camel City.
Rock on. All right. By the way, Mayo, it's royalty. Royalty has nothing to do with it, man. A lot of it has to do with just people that have contributed to the show, or I've known them, for a long time, or something like that. It hurts because, like I said, man, there's a lot of people I'd like to just invite on, but there's only so many seats, so it's just how it works. Brick Babe, what you got going on?
I always got something going on. At the moment, I am building my winnings from that guy's channel. So I'm grateful for that. And so normal Mom and Mo Monday, streaming throughout the week. Just check the IG, the Brick Babe. I think it's all there. We don't have much time. It's all there.
You're all right. And don't forget, everybody, the links to their stuff is in the description, so you can easily find that if you want to do that. Do you have anything else you want to?
Oh, I'll be updating my city. So finally, I'm turning my ghetto into a city.
Oh.
It's being regentrified. So yeah, it'll be cool, and there'll be kind of pumpkin things there, and posting costumes every day on Mom and Mo. That's my time. I post a costume every single day, every October is what we've done for the past 3 years. Well, this will be the 3rd year, so that's it.
Rock on.
Just fun stuff.
On. Excellent. As far as me, I mean, I've got a handful of things kind of in the works that I'm working on. Probably the soonest thing that'll come out is the next city update. I might be able to get it out tonight. Just depends on if I get enough time to finish editing it. It's going into like the carnival and to the graveyard area, which you guys have already seen, from the intro. But yeah, I think that's about it for right now in the immediate future. So what's everybody saying? I won't be on next week as a Brick Show, so enjoy your 199. Oh, well, enjoy your Brick Show. All right, well, and I guess that's about it. we look forward to seeing you all next week. Also, it was a really fun member stream for the meeting. That was actually a lot of fun. It was nothing like I thought it would be. It was just a very comfortable, relaxing stream, which I kind of thought it would be because it was members only. So I knew not just anybody would be coming in there, so everybody could feel a little safe and comfortable and stuff like that. But it was a good time. It was a good time. And like I said, it could be the only time anybody ever gets a peek inside of what the meetings are like.
I would love to do it again. So hopefully, Ask Hive, request it.
Yeah. If it's something, as far as members go, if it's something you guys like a lot and you want us to do again, definitely, just reach out to us and show us, and then we'll talk about it. But like I said, the meetings aren't something that we generally just share. It's like I was saying before, intimate isn't exactly the right word, but it's definitely more of a personal thing for Good Morning Brick World. So it almost felt like we were naked, showing everybody what we do.
That's because you mostly were, though.
Was that?
So that's because you mostly were.
Yeah, I don't think I was wearing pants. So, anyways, all right. Well, like I said, everybody, we appreciate everything you guys do. For those that are new, we highlight the members in the outro, which I'm about to play right now. And yeah, we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a great week.